The introduction and active use of content marketing makes website development one of the most important parts of marketing today. In fact, one of the more interesting questions I get is, do I even need a website? Short answer, yes. Knowing that you need a website, you're probably wondering, alright, so what should it look like and how do I make it effective? In this section, I want to break that down for you because the biggest problem I see with websites is that they don't make sense. It doesn't matter how good your product is, how strong your ads are, or how top-notch your SEO is. If your website isn't user-friendly and easy to understand, then you won't see results, at least not the ones you should be getting. So how do you get those results? Let's break it down. Here's how to structure your website in 10 steps. Number 1, draw a map. Grab a pencil and some paper. You can do it online, but I like to go old school with this step. You want to draw out how you see your website in your head. The standard website typically starts with 5 main pages: home, about, services, resources, and contact us. Or that's an example. Even if you just plan to make a one-page site that covers everything, you still need structure. You'll want to divide each page into sections. For example, for home pages, I like to tell a story in 5 sections. The hero, which very clearly tells people what you do and contains a clear call to action. The problem, which poses a problem that people face and a few reasons why that problem exists. A solution, which tells the reader ways that they can solve that problem. A breakdown, which tells the reader why your specific solution is the best for them. Social proof, which might include things like testimonials or case studies, which explain how you helped others solve that same problem. And an ask, which gets you to the point of, we've got a solution for your problem, are you ready to give us a try? The structure is very similar to Donald Miller's story brand model. Now, if you've never read it, I highly recommend buying and reading a copy of Building a Story Brand while creating your website. Before you start building anything online though, write it all down on paper, lay it out in front of you, and see where it all fits. It's much easier to piece it all together before you spend time and effort developing it. You won't regret having a solid, tangible foundation in place. Step 2, build your header and navigation. At the top of every website, you'll find a header, which usually includes a logo and some key links to pages that go along with the main pages you created. This is known as your main navigation. For this, I recommend adding a clean, high-resolution logo image on the left-hand side. In marketing, it's important to always put your logo on the left side. There's a science behind it. Most languages go left to right, and in most cases, you'll want people to see your logo first. Having it in the middle makes navigation messy and more difficult, and having it right aligned decreases your brand recall, meaning less people will remember the name of your brand. Brand recall occurs at 39% if your logo is placed on the left, whereas it only occurs at 21% on the right. Put simply, you double your brand recall when your logo is on the left. Now, once your logo's in place, make sure you leave a decent amount of space between it and your navigation. In all facets of the website, you want a clean look. Finally, decide what belongs on your navigation menu. Keep it very simple and easy to understand. Instead of having About Content Marketing Pro, just use About or About Us. As a general rule of thumb, I like to keep my navigation at about the same size or less as 2 wordmark logos. Aim for symmetry, which is pleasing to the eyes of the viewer, and try to keep the amount of space you fill the same on the left and the right sides of your navigation menu. Step 3, build your footer. All websites are different, just as all companies are different. When it comes to my footers though, I like to use the space for things that are important, but not as important as the ones that are in your header. For example, you can add phone numbers, addresses, social media channels, frequently asked questions, privacy policies, blog feed, and copyright information to this section. While you still want your footer to be clean, it's more important for your most prominent sections to be easy to navigate. And if you don't have a moving header, one that moves with you as you scroll, you can even duplicate that information and add it to the footer. As for the footer formatting, if you have several links in your navigation, consider stacking information to make it look a lot cleaner. Otherwise, you can set it up horizontally like you do with your header. Step 4, create a clear, easy to find, and actionable call to action. First things first, add a call to action to every single page of your site. A call to action is most commonly referred to as a CTA, and something you'll need to familiarize yourself with. I'm saying this now because it's, without a doubt, the most important thing you can do to generate leads. If someone comes across a blog post of yours, you want them to take action without thinking about it or needing to search for it. They may not even be looking to make a purchase or to reach out, but always make them consider taking action.